Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Renee. I'm a homeschooling mama of an 11, 8, and a 4-year-old, 5th, 3rd, and a pre-K. This is our second year of homeschooling and we are midway through. I can't believe how fast time has flown and it's already that time for a mid-year update. I cannot wait to share with you guys where we are so far in our second year of homeschooling, how things are going, what's been working for us, what's not working for us, all the things. I want to start off with talking about my preschooler and then we'll get into the girls. For my newbies here, my preschooler was diagnosed with autism well over a year ago now. He is nonverbal. He was doing speech and OT once a week. After his diagnosis, we did ramp up the amount of days a week that we go see his speech therapist and his occupational therapist. And even now, as of this year, no, he started as of December of 2024, he did start with physical therapy. So now he is doing those 3 things weekly, couple of hours a week, and we have seen so much progress with him going to therapy. I love his therapists. They are so helpful and they keep me encouraged and they keep me with things that I should try at home with him, and just having that family dynamic, I'm gonna say, because I consider them family, with them helping me with all of his eating and his speech and him, because he walks on his toes, so that's why he's in physical therapy. But I really feel like having them has been a huge blessing for our family, so I cannot thank them enough. Because we do travel to this clinic a couple of days out of the week for a couple of hours out of the week, I made a video all about how car school looks for us, why we car school, even though you know why we do now. But I do share how I prep our bags and just our supplies that we use. And I even show a glimpse of a day that we go out car schooling. If you guys want to check that out, I will leave that linked below. I didn't really have a curriculum picked out for him per se for his preschool year. I just bought him a lot of different resources that we can just, go throughout our days. And he really did surpass a lot of the resources that I purchased for him. Y'all, it's really a me thing. I was in my head a lot. The connection of, or trying to break the connection of, just because he doesn't speak doesn't mean he doesn't understand. I am still trying to wrap my head around. I will pull out some of the resources and he already knew it. So it was me having to catch up to him because he was showing that, like, I got this, I know this. He knows numbers to like way farther than I thought he knew. And I discovered that through this puzzle that I have that goes from 1 to 100. He sat down and started putting the puzzles together and he went way up in numbers. And I'm just thinking in my mind, I'm just trying to get you to count from 1 to 10, not realizing that he is way past 10. And so I'm like, okay, so let me go back to the drawing board, and I had to go purchase some more resources. So I do mention in that curriculum resources, or whatever we decided to do for Michael's pre-K year, since it was just not just like a curriculum based, but more resources, I did purchase an AAC program from the Autism Oasis program. Y'all, that program blew me away, because he was really on it. He learned so much doing this program. From that, we went ahead and decided to buy the full program. Now, when I say full, we purchased where it was just teaching us about the AAC and reading. The full program has reading, math, science, social studies, art, and you can purchase it for half a semester or either the whole full academic year. She does give you the option. We just went ahead and purchased the half semester, and then we'll purchase the other later on. But We love this program. Also in that program, you can go as fast or as slow as you want. We did pace ourselves. We are taking our time on some of the lessons, but I like the option that you have lifetime access and you can go as fast or as slow as you want. Purchasing the program that we did, we were automatically enrolled into their weekly scheduled Zoom meetings. Those meetings have been a blessing for me. And I say that because not only do you have access to speak to the creator of this program directly, she also has another instructor on there, and just listening to them bounce ideas off of each other, give you advice with learning just different tips and tricks, y'all, that has been really eye-opening. I've even been on there and I vented, and it's like you're on there with other parents as well. So it's just not you and the creator and the instructor, but you have the access to a community, which is something that I truly appreciate it, because I feel lost most times. For them just giving me advice on some of the things that they have gone through, it has really helped me out a lot. It's where I've learned to presume competence, because I still struggle with that. Like I was saying, I just had a hard time, or still have a hard time with, just because he's nonverbal doesn't mean he does not understand. Y'all, Michael has really grown so much in this last year. He has really grown. I do want to talk to you about the AAC program that we did start off with, and having that device has helped us out a lot. I noticed that he does try to say what the device is saying, and I have got him to say mama and daddy very clearly, y'all. It was like so, oh my gosh, I love hearing him say it. His sisters try to get him to say different things, and he's even tried to say their names, but just having him with that device, the device has really been a lifesaver. We are still working with it. There's still new things on there that it's a lot of information on there. He is becoming very familiar with using his device, but I have to say that device has really been what we needed. At this point, I really recommend the Autism Oasis, because it has really been a blessing to our family. So those are I would say, the educational part of my preschoolers update. As far as just his lifestyle with him trying to bathe himself or cleaning, he loves to help me do laundry. I have been trying to help, like, teach him how to fold laundry and put his laundry and stuff away. He's been doing really good with that. He loves to help me unload and load the dishwasher. And he loves to help you make your breakfast look like he's all in. He likes to help his sisters try to make their breakfast, put the toast in. He feels like he need to do it. He makes my coffee. He does not, he wants to do it. So I back off and I let him make my coffee. He will help his dad make his smoothies. Y'all, Michael is, once he sees it, he feels like he needs to be the one in charge. Even when it comes down to making his meals, he wants to be the one to put it in a microwave. He wants to be the one to take it down. So he's very independent in that way, which I love. There's some instances though where he gets upset if you don't let him do what he wants to do it. He needs to be in control of it. Once he sees you do it, he feels like, listen, I can do it. Let me do it. I've tried to help him in some things, like unloading the washing machine and dryer, and he was extremely upset with me. So I had to back off and like, hey, okay, you got it. I'll give you help when you need help, but for the most part, I'll back off. But as far as that, with lifestyle, stuff like that, he's been doing really well. Potty training, still a journey. I'm claiming that this year he will be potty trained, because I feel like TMI, number 1 would be easier than number 2. I'm hoping this year though, he will be potty trained, but that is still a work in progress. That is my mid-year update for my preschooler. Again, things are going really, really well with him. I will continue to work on myself because it looks like I am the problem. Let's go ahead and move on to my ladies, my 5th grader and my 3rd grader. I've mentioned in my family subject videos that we are going to be doing looping this year. Last year we did not. And last year I kind of felt like I was all over the place as well. So maybe if I had done this last year, I feel like I would have been maybe in a better headspace. This year, since incorporating looping into our homeschool, to me, it has given me a sense of peace and grace. I feel more structured in our days, and I feel more relaxed at the end of the day. To me, that's big, because I used to go to bed really stressed out last year, beating myself about things that I didn't get. Then I'm like worried and like all the things. This year, incorporating looping was a blessing for us. I love that system, and I'm going to continue to do it because, like I said, it gives me that peace and that grace. That's really how I feel about looping. Because I could just look at it, my schedule, and it's like, this is what we have to do today. I can handle that. And that's how I've been going through the first half of our year, and it has been working really good. All right, on to my girls, my 3rd and my 5th grader. I wanted to start off with math. For math, 3rd grader, she was in alpha. Now she is in beta. I love Matthew C. It has been working really, really well for my girls. I did buy some supplements to just have more practice with their facts. Don't need it, but I'm the type of person, I just kind of want them to go over this every day. I want you to breathe your math facts. You know your addition, your subtracting, multiplication, division, just like that. For my 5th grader, she was in grammar. She was in gamma. Now she's in delta. Doing well as well. I did give her some supplements for regrouping because she did have struggles with that. Does not struggle with that anymore, but I still give it to her because I want her to just keep going with it. I have a supplement for her multiplication, addition, subtraction, multiplication, subtraction, division. I feel like it's another one. Basically all her facts. She has supplements for that, as well as my 3rd grader. She has her addition and subtraction supplements that she works on daily because I just have to drill that in their head. But Matthew C, you don't need the supplements. That's the me thing. I just want to keep them fresh. I can't complain about the Matthew C program. It has been working wonders for us. So we're going to continue right along with using Matthew C because that program is really good for my girls. They love it. I love the manipulatives that it comes with to just have that visual too. We love Matthew C over here. So I'm going to continue going with that. For grammar, I don't know why I had to give you the cheerleader clap. So for grammar, I've been using 2 grammar curriculums. Fix It Grammar. This is for my 5th grader, and then Nose Tree for my 3rd grader. We love IEW over here, so these have been going really, really well. Anytime we get to some of the parts of speech that we need a little bit more work on, I would jump over to Beowulf Grammar. Both of these curriculums stand on their own. You do not need both to bounce back and forth like how I'm doing. I just like how both of these are laid out. Here, we get to spend a little bit more time on a certain part of speech that we may struggle on a little bit. And that's why I kind of like the aspect of having this on hand as well. But like I said, you don't need both of them. Both of them are really good grammar programs, but they have been working well for us, and we're going to stick with both of these things for our grammar curriculum. So for handwriting, I'm going to start with my third grader. We are still doing copy work from different compositions. I just said that because the talk that we listened to for Mr. Poudrois. But I let her do some copy work out of different poetry books. Has been still working really, really well for us. So we have continued to keep on doing the copy work from different poetry because she likes it and it's been really helping her with the stamina. So we've kept that up for my third grader. For cursive, we've been doing cursive knowledge from IEW. Really like this. Y'all, this is Zara's first year doing, this is her first year doing cursive. And she has been really doing really good with it. I'm very impressed with her. She's been doing good with cursive, so we are sticking with this as well. And from IEW, we have been doing the fables, myths, and fairy tales, writing lessons from them. With this, I have y'all, teaching writing structure and style. Highly, 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 highly recommend this course. Definitely eye-opening. A lot of great material comes with this course once you purchase it for the premium membership. I've printed off stories. Listen. I'm gonna do a dive with this because this has been really helpful for us. Zara has really been doing good with this fables, myths, and fairy tales for her writing lesson. We will talk later about this, but this is what she's been doing for writing. Really good for her. For my fifth grader, we did start her off with the Memorial Press copybook cursive, and we did stop. We stopped for the first half of our year. Nothing was wrong with the program. Lauren needed more work on her handwriting, and this was just more. They gave you passages. Well, they just gave you some things to write, and she just needed more practice with how you write the letters or how the letters are formed. So we're going to go back to this. Our second half of this year, I had to end up going right on back to the Good and the Beautiful handwriting 5 for her, and she has maybe 4 or 5 more pages of this to complete, and then we're going to jump into the copybook cursive 2, because now I feel like she has a really, really good understanding of the letters, how you write them. And I feel like she will be more accepting of the Memorial Press copybook for cursive 2. So that's what we've been doing for her cursive handwriting. And of course, you guys know that we're all about IEW for handwriting. We were doing year 2, level A. I cannot speak highly enough about IEW and how it has blessed my children with their writing. So we have been just trucking along with our IEW. This is how their writing has been going really well. I love what we've chosen. A lot of the curriculum, I have to say, that we did choose, we are pretty much sticking with for the most part. Let's move on to spelling. Spelling, we have been still doing phonetic zoo for Lauren, my 5th grader. No complaints. That's another IEW program. Made a whole video about how you use it or how we use it, and love phonetic zoo. For Zara, she's been using All About Spelling, and that has also been working very well for her. We're going to continue right along using both of those programs because they've been working for my girls. Now, when it comes to reading comprehension, we have another hit. I'm so excited. I'm just going to show you guys. This is from Christian Light Education. This is for my 5th grader. This is for my 3rd. The light units, y'all. Oh my goodness. I love the way this curriculum is laid out for them. This reading comprehension 10 out of 10 for us. We are definitely going to be sticking with Christian light education. I just love the way that program is all laid out, and my girls seem to take to it really, really well. All right, so now I want to talk to you guys briefly about family subjects, how that's been looking for us for our first half of the year. To me, y'all saw my family subjects videos. That was a lot, okay? I did break that up into family subjects that we'll be doing our first half of the year, and then family subjects that we're going to be doing for our second half of the year. First half of the year, I can tell you what we did, or the things that I had in my family subjects video. Poetry memorization, art, science, social studies, finances, Spanish, foreign language, coding, vocabulary, theology, and typing. Now, did we get to all of those first half of the year? No, we did not. I got to a good bit of that, and then I have the next half of our school year to focus on the other half of my list. So what we did get to was poetry memorization, art, science, social studies, foreign language, vocabulary, and typing. So the next half, we're going to be working on finances, coding, theology. Still probably more so going to keep in the art and the poetry memorization, but more so those are the ones that I'll be working on the second half of our school year, y'all. That has breaking them up like that is another reason why I can get to sleep at night and not be stressed out trying to fill all those things in all throughout a week. That was just a lot to handle. So breaking it up like that it provides a lot less stress. So for poetry memorization, we've been doing this from IEW, Linguistic Development through Poetry Memorization. We love it. Art, we've been doing Lily and Thistle, Watercolor School. Love that as well. For science, I have on the loop. I have Human Body Unit Study from Jessica over at the Waldock Way. Introductory Science. So we've pretty much wrapped that up. And God Made Me from Generations. So I had this on our science loop this year. Seems like a lot, but that looping system definitely helped me with the being overwhelmed with all the curriculum that I probably didn't have to purchase, but y'all, how can you not? So I had those science curriculums in a loop. Worked really well for us, so I'm proud and I'm happy about that. Moving on to Spanish, we did TalkBox Mom, or we are doing TalkBox.mom. A lot more consistent than I was last year, so I am proud of us for that. For social studies, I have these curriculums on loop. Traveling the States, just go over at the Waldock Way. Traveling the World. And Taking the Americas for Jesus. Have these on a loop. Doing really well with all of those. We like how they are laid out and how engaging they all are. Really, all those science and the social studies curriculum, we really love how both of those are going. Typing, we've been using Type-C, y'all. They are really doing good with Type-C. We're going to continue going with Type-C for the second half of our year, but for the first half, we have been loving Type-C. All right, y'all, last but not least, vocabulary. I almost forgot it. I feel like I almost forgot vocabulary in another video, but we have been doing Vocabulit for the first half of our year. Really like this program and how this is laid out and how detailed this is with vocabulary words, reading different literature passages, and getting your vocabulary words out of that. I think that's a really cool idea. And just how they have like the lessons broken down into this. We've been really liking this one. I had 2 vocabulary programs that I was going in between, but we started off with Vocabulit. And then for the second half of our school year, I'm thinking about going into Word Wisdom. We did not complete Vocabulit, but you know, I like variety and can kind of like switching things up. So we may dive into Word Wisdom, but I also kind of feel like we need to finish Vocabulit but I also sort of want to try this curriculum as well. So I'm in that weird space of, do I just drop vocabulary and then try another one out? But vocabulary is really working for us. So do I drop what's working to try something new that, I don't know. So I'm in that weird spot of trying to figure out if I should switch just because the years changed for the second half, or if I should just stay in vocabulary and just ride that out for the rest of the year. I'm not sure. But those are the things that we have been doing for family subjects. Like I say, for our next half of the year, we're going to continue focusing on poetry memorization, art, social studies a lot more heavy than science. We really went hard in science this year, a lot for the beginning half of our year. Finances, continuing on with our Spanish, coding, theology, and continue on with typing. That seems like a lot, but I'm gonna have it where I'm not gonna feel overwhelmed, because I feel like I said, looping did help. Going through all of the curriculums that I showed you, I didn't really show you like all of the supplements. A lot of the supplements that we did finish, and I did have to re-up and purchase more supplements for the last half of our year. I am going to be doing a mini mid-year haul. You'll see some of the supplements that I purchased for the last half of our year in that video. But for the most part, wrapping up this first half of our year, first quarter of our second year of homeschooling, I'm going to say that we are still learning and we are still growing. But I feel like, to compare the 2 years, I feel like this year has gone a lot smoother than the first year. And I really have to say that I feel like it to me, I don't want to put it all on looping, but I feel like looping did help me get more organized with the structure of our school and how our days look, and not feeling overwhelmed at the end of the day. I'll just say it like that. That has helped me a lot, being more organized, being more intentional with our time. And we are growing, and we're pretty much thriving in all of these curriculums that I've picked out, which I feel really good about. And I feel I can see the growth in them. And that is very rewarding to see. This is our mid-year update. I feel really good about it. I feel really good about our second half of the year. And I can't wait to share with you how the entire year went. Because I feel like that's going to be here, like, before you know it. This time has just been flying by. Anyway, before I start rambling on and on and on, thank y'all so much for staying tuned and watching our mid-year update for our second year of homeschooling. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.